You get lost in your imperfections. You get lost in the things you want. But if you slow down for just 1 second, you might feel way better than you thought. And if you took a second to breathe, took a minute to cry, or maybe you would see that all this time I've been right here. Baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Maybe we could go and find a view if we need some entertainment. But we don't have to hurry, cause our conversation's always entertaining. And if you just want me to listen, I can do that too. Because all that I can do for you, I'll do. Oh yeah, baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now.
What is up?
Hey!
Oh my gosh.
I know.
We actually made it.
Yeah, and so did you guys.
Wow.
Welcome.
You guys got notified,
Aw.
and we made it.
Aw.
Both on the same day.
What? What?
This is craziness.
This is crazy.
This is craziness.
Yeah, I've got my Santa hat on because it's the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got almost homesteading in the house. What's happening? Yes, we're back. We got lots to tell you guys. So, hopefully we'll fill in some of the you know, like what the heck is going on with them
Yes.
this evening.
Yes.
Diva in the Dirt is here. What's happening?
What's up? And she's got her fourth kidult arrived for dinner, so she'll be having dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
enjoy.
Tell your kidults we said hello, and it was great to talk to you for a second. I did see that you just sent me a message, so I'll check that out after we're done on the stream.
Yep.
Danita, what's happening? Yeah,
Hello.
we're hoping we got the bugs worked out. I figure by now you guys would be telling me that we were hissing in your ear. So. But thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. Mike Kane.
What's up,
Good
Mike?
evening to you. Yeah, the family's doing well now. We had a rocky go over the last 3 weeks or so.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that. Gerald Heckard,
what's up?
what's happening, bud? Oh, we missed you too.
Well, thanks.
Almost homesteading. Yeah, lots of news, lots of changes, lots of crazy laying around, doing nothing, waiting for, colds to go find somebody else to insult with their existence.
That's funny.
Oh yes, and because Diva in the Dirt is amazing, Maureen, she'll remind you to everybody click the like button, please, because that'll help get this out to other people, and we can make lots of new friends.
Yeah.
James will be here. The plague has visited our house too, and he is actually sick. Yeah, we totally understand.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even show up for our own events. There was so much of that going on here. At one point I walked out of the front door and I just swung a lantern like this, and I was like, bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. This house is unclean.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. It's merely a flesh wound. And we got Doris. Hey, Doris, how you doing?
Doris.
Just checking you out here. Hope I didn't miss too much. Nope, we're just getting started. Yeah. First live stream, first sTEaD Talks live stream in, since the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And so, we had that week we had our dog passed, and or one of our dogs passed, and I just didn't feel like getting on. And then the next week it was just like I feel something in my chest, and I was exhausted.
Yep.
And then for the weeks after that, it has just been bang, 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 something just smacking me in the face. So
Yeah, it's been
or us in the face.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
Yeah.
And it when we get a sickness in this house, what happens is one of us will get it, and then the other one will get it, and then the other ones will get it, and then by the time the last ones get it, it will have mutated into something different, and then the first one gets it again, and it's like a merry-go-round of colds.
And we haven't, it's the first time we've been sick out here, and
Yeah.
we don't often.
We don't get sick very often.
No.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I also had to take stock in all of our personal security.
Yep. I'm still getting over a cough, so.
Yeah, and we'll still be hacking up stuff throughout the entire, live stream. So we'll try and keep it to a minimum.
Yes. Yeah.
But what have you guys been up to? I'd like to hear about everything that you guys have been doing. I want to know if you've tried freeze-dried Skittles yet. I did find on the Clock app shop that there's a company that makes freeze-dried Skittles. And I was thinking about being like, hey, we should enter into a partnership. You send me free freeze-dried Skittles, and I'll mention you in our videos whenever we do them.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and we had a. Oh wait. Yep.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
how it does. Always one thing after another. Yep. And for us, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
And a few times it actually rained and poured.
And snowed.
And snowed.
Yeah.
And hailed.
It did. All those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Since Thanksgiving, we have to tell them about the epic Thanksgiving meal that you made.
Oh, yes. Yes, because you know how it is on the sTEaD Talks live stream. It always devolves into talking about food.
Yep.
Which is amazing.
And we're right there with you, almost homesteading.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now that James and I are also hacking and coughing with you in solidarity. See? I knew I picked the right place to be at the right time. Danita, I'm glad I got notified. I was on Facebook and saw it, but if not on phone, I don't hear it.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how mine are as well.
Hey!
Yeah.
Gardening Warrior Q.
Hello.
Welcome to our STEAD Talk. I thought I was just missing you. We have had the merry-go-round sickness since the complex vaccinated most of its residents. Not me or my family, but almost everyone else. Yeah. It's going around. It actually just leads me to believe that this is the newest round of things that will be told by April or so are reasons for shutting everything down and being sure to mail in your ballots. So, yeah, Mike Kane, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, I've been looking at the things that I've been promoting, and I'm like, okay, I like all of these products, and I use all of these products and everything else, but what do I really want to promote? I want to promote freeze-dried Skittles. Even though apparently California is putting them on the like, you can't sell those here list because they apparently cause some kind of a health issue. I haven't looked too far into it, but it's
Skittles. Attacking Skittles.
They're attacking Skittles. That's when you know. When you think about it, as far as candy goes, it's the most inclusive candy. It's got all the colors, right? But somehow.
And they're all sweet.
Yeah, ours started after October 25th, after the clinic on October 23rd. We shall all hack up lungs together. That's what it's felt like.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, let's start with our Thanksgiving dinner. I'd like to know what you guys made. What did you guys do? How much did you have? How many people did you feed? All of that, all the details.
What you did with leftovers.
What you did with leftovers. We had we've had a pretty epic journey with the Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
So, as I normally do on Thanksgiving, it's my favorite holiday. I have certain things that I must make, you know, like 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And then some things that are like, you know, oh, these were pretty good. For example, this year, I added to the repertoire the little smoky sausages with the apricot glaze. That was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
We made 2 20-pound turkeys.
Yeah.
2 20-pound turkeys, a big old spiral ham.
Mm-hmm.
We made a big thing of candied yams, like one of those turkey, the turkey aluminum pans, full of candied yams. We made the green bean casserole, the corn casserole.
Yeah. And then you did a cranberry.
Oh, I made a cranberry tart crisp.
Yeah. And then we did mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Later in the episode, we'll talk about the gravy mishap. There was a gravy mishap, which almost sent me into a tizzy. You want to see a guy like me throw a fit on a Thanksgiving? Mess up the gravy. Okay, in my family, we consider gravy to be a beverage. So, and what else?
I think.
Stuffing.
Well, yeah, and stuffing and.
Yeah.
See, when we made turkey last year, it was like not quite enough.
It's true.
For all of us.
It's true.
And it
was just one, like, I think 14-pound turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And we made it all in the big, as I lovingly like to call the Rock and Morty.
Rock and Morty oven.
Yeah, it's made of rock and mortar.
Yeah.
And
it did
good.
Amazing. It did a great job. It was really like
so
the
good.
inaugural use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and garlic bread.
It was.
Yeah, so
super
all of that cooked in one oven.
Yeah.
And it was perfect.
Yeah.
Everything came out perfect. On the candied yams, the marshmallows, perfectly toasted. Like, it was a thing of beauty.
Even the
Guys,
even the onion.
I have a tear. for me from the beauty.
It was amazing. Now, so we all start getting sick like 2-3 days later. I had boiled down all of the turkey bones and everything, got all of the meat off of it. So then we had this awesome turkey broth, and I chopped up some of the turkey, and we made some awesome turkey noodle soup.
Like it was
Celery
a
and
big
carrots,
stock pot
big
full of
stock
it.
pot, and I
Yeah.
think we ate that for like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Solid, like all of us. Lots of garlic. Oh, it was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Shredded up a bunch of the turkey, which I'm gonna be making some sour cream enchiladas. Oh, for Christmas Eve. Oh,
Mhm.
I cannot wait. Christmas.
Yeah. Sour cream turkey enchiladas.
Yeah.
It's the goods.
Oh, and we made a split pea ham soup
Yeah, split pea soup.
from the ham, and we even made some of the ham today for some awesome breakfast burritos.
Yeah. So Thanksgiving
It just
is
keeps going.
it's the
The gift that keeps giving.
it's the holiday that keeps giving,
There you go.
right? We
There you
believe
go.
Thanksgiving is a month-long ordeal.
Exactly.
See what we got here in the chat. Attacking Skittles, that is taking things too far.
It is.
I know, it's like if
They're
if they're not careful, I'm going to start writing letters, and you know what happens if I write a letter, you know. That basically happens. All right, almost homesteading. We went to hubby's family's. We tried a new dessert, and James made M&M casserole. What? We're gonna have to talk about that later.
I need to know more about this.
We're gonna have to talk about
M&M
that.
casserole. Oh, that sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Gardening Warrior Q. Let's see. Yes, and the schools all want me to send my sick kids to school, or I'm a bad parent. They made the mistake of asking how to help keep my kids in school. My kids slept Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's
Wow.
It's pretty unbelievable.
Wow.
Ooh, Mike, we had 10 people, 22-pound turkey stuffed in green bean casserole. Let's see, sweet potato casserole, mashed potatoes, deviled eggs, and I ate turkey leftovers for a week.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds good.
Usually I make this amazing sweet potato casserole that is like diabetes in a pan. That's how mine is too. It's got sweet potatoes, pineapple, brown sugar, and then the Walmart in our closest Walmart didn't have any graham crackers left. I usually do a graham cracker crust, so I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, and I made the crust out of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It was awesome.
Really good.
It was so
especially
good.
on the cranberry. We probably
Yeah.
just want to get that for
Yeah,
the cranberry for
instead
next
of
year for sure.
instead of
So
the
good.
because the graham cracker gets kind of soggy,
Mm.
whereas the Cinnamon Toast Crunch was like crispy
And
and
it's already filled with sugar.
yeah, filled with sugar, and then on top
It's
of
like
that
infused.
marshmallows, and then when you do the top, you put the round pineapples with the cherries and all of that stuff. It was amazing.
So good.
Yeah. No, don't mess up the gravy. My oldest would lose it. Yeah, and it was right before dinner too. Let me tell you. I was telling so many jokes in my head just to like keep myself calm. She was like, "It's sun's getting real low. Sun's getting real low." Mm-hmm. Danita, I was alone on Thanksgiving and had a grilled cheese. Normally I go to the neighbors, but they were sick. No,
Oh.
that sucks. I'm sorry to hear
Well, I know you tuned in while we were making the Thanksgiving, so I'm glad we got
that's
to at
right.
least spend that time.
Yeah, you saw us
Yeah.
heating up the oven.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, on the oven, our previous ovens, I'd have to wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving to start a fire in it, and then just have it burning non-stop for like 6 hours to get it up to temperature. It took 2 hours to get to temperature, and it wasn't like I was constantly feeding it either. I was on a live stream just talking with people the whole time, getting just drowned out by the smoke. But yeah, it worked so good.
Super duper.
Almost homesteading. Oh, turkey soup. Yeah, it was just like chicken noodle soup with egg noodles and everything,
And I like
but it was turkey and turkey broth. It was like, it saved us because we could not eat anything during that period of time.
It just felt so nice.
Yeah.
Although I wasn't like hit with it just yet. I was like kind of tired, but
Yeah. It was like one of those ones that like took a long time.
for me it did.
Yeah.
Still taking.
Mm-hmm. Our sound is going down.
She said it's okay
Oh, but it's okay now.
It's good now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Let's see. Oh, this is for almost homesteading.
Oh.
One daughter wanted the sweet taters with chopped nuts and the others with melted mallows. So I crushed nuts and put them in it and melted mallows on top. Everyone happy. That's awesome.
Good.
You know, one time we went to a friend's house for Thanksgiving. And when I saw what they were making, I was like, hey, how about I make a couple of things? And they're like, yeah, no problem. And so the first thing that happened was their oven stopped working.
Oh, that's right.
So we went and borrowed the heating implement from the neighbor's house to get the oven back going. You know, that's why you need a rock oven. And then so I went to the store and I spent like $250 just getting everything that I would normally make, and I made everything the way I made it. And then we put all the food out. Everybody had brought some version of everything I made, and everything I made was gone. And I had people coming up to me, hey, thanks a lot. You ruined sweet potatoes or candied yams for my kids forever, so I'm gonna need that recipe. I'm like, sorry, I don't know you. Oh my god, kidding.
I don't understand that. My when I worked at a school, it was like, if you're sick, don't come here.
Yeah, if
Don't come here.
You
I
come
don't
here, we're
want
gonna
you to
chase you
spread
off
your
with
germs.
pitchforks and lanterns.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, nowadays it's like, you know, they don't get their money if you don't show up. You have to like show up and have them send you home, because then they get their money. That's what's happening.
Cough on some alpha stuff. No, don't do that.
Yeah, you should make a video of that.
Is that the M&M casserole?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody wants it. Yeah, I can tell.
Oh no, we had pecan pie too.
We did.
Yeah, we had pecan pie,
And
pumpkin pie,
yeah.
apple pie. Did we have any? I think that was all
Yeah.
for the pie. We had one of those Dutch apple pies with the caramel on top. Ooh,
Shoo! It was good.
it was good.
It was really good. Really
Tom,
good. Tom,
what's
up?
happening?
Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's terrible, Tom. I'm glad you're doing better. You were saying you had gotten back out, but did you go back in? That's no fun.
Yeah, we just had a cough and whatnot here. It's been a while since we've been on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured, if we were just going to get on the live stream and cough the whole time, you could just go to your family's house and hear that, so.
That's funny.
It was just Roy and me, so we had a chicken mashed potato with gravy rolls. Then I made us a cheese ball.
Oh, yum.
Nice. We put in a new bathtub, so it was work time. Nice. Yeah, Thanksgiving is like, I refuse to do anything but cooking on Thanksgiving. Like, I won't do any chores or anything else like that. It's my favorite
holiday. Favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Gardening Warrior 2, you had walking pneumonia after the acute bronchitis. That's terrible. Yeah. And now there's this white pneumonia or something like that. I think that's going to be the next thing that everybody freaks out about.
Oy.
So, but we've been social distancing since way before it was cool. So we ought to be okay. We just, I think we had one of our visitors brought along with them.
Yeah, it was the only, yeah.
Yeah, it was the only way we could have gotten sick.
Yeah.
And let me just say, I totally appreciate it. Nice. Sweet potato casserole.
Ooh. Christmas Eve, yummy.
No pea in a can pie for me. Mm-hmm. ball.
Cheese ball sounds so good. Yeah.
What's this? Learn how to play Catan.
What's a Catan?
New obsession. I'm gonna have to hear all about that, Gerald.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
That sounds fun.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So you got the stronger antibiotics, doing pretty good. Nice. Well, let's see. What was the next thing? So we're almost done with the bathroom.
We are.
Like
Well,
to a usable space. The new bathroom. The shower is I just floated the floor to get it to where it drains into the drain and installed the shower drain. I did that yesterday. So tomorrow or today we picked out from our massive pile o tiles, because we have one of those. You know me, I'm a prolific junk collector and I have an entire pallet full of different like packages of different tiles. So we picked out the tiles that we're going to be using for the floor. And then I just got to finish the one wall. And then, you know, all of the area around the shower with the logs and insulate. We got the roof done.
Yeah.
Except for I was one panel short. I don't know how that works because they're 28 inches wide. It's 16 foot. I got 8 of them. And they overlap by 4 inches. Doesn't make any sense to me. But math has never been my strong point. So that's going to be fun. We're going to be able to not just take showers in the RV.
Yeah.
You know, which is pretty nice. We'll actually be able to just walk out into our own bathroom, drop trow, and clean ourselves.
I know. So I'm super looking forward to that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes.
Mike, wish I could stick around, but it's my bedtime. You have a good one, man. Thank you for popping in. We're glad to be back, and we're glad that you came and hung out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else? What else do we got going on?
Well, so the other big thing that we started doing is something that we are working on as a family.
Now, some of you guys have probably seen the video for it, but maybe not. Maybe this is all new to you. We're thinking to ourselves, what the heck? What the heck are we doing? Putting all of this time and resources and effort and money into fixing up this old 1970s single wide mobile home. We're gonna build all these additions on and you know, new roofing structure and all of that stuff. When by the time we're done with that, the kids are gonna either start, you know, really wanting their own space, or going off to school, or whatever they end up doing, you know. And so we came up with a different idea. We decided that we were going to take all of the kids and get all of their help building a tiny home out of rocks and all kinds of really cool off-grid concepts, you know, like building the walls out of rock for thermal mass, to having a rocket mass heater in there.
Halfway into a hill.
Yeah, build it halfway into a hill so it has additional rock or additional thermal mass to keep them all warm, with a nice loft on top. And the idea is that all 5 of the kids will work on the first one, and then all 5 of the kids, once that one's done, Brooklyn can then move into it. Then once that one's done, all 5 of the kids will work on the next one for the next oldest, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And I think what's really cool about that is that not only will they have their own little house that they will always be able to call home no matter what happens. You know, they could go off and go on an adventure and always have someplace to come back to. But they will also learn all of the skills necessary to build their own little houses, from the, masonry work to the framing to the electrical, plumbing, all that stuff. We'll teach them all of those different skills, so they'll also be getting these practical skills that they can use to either trade with people in the future, work at jobs in the future, any of those sorts of things. I think it's pretty amazing as far as a concept goes. Now, we did get sick in the middle of starting this whole project, but we've made some excellent progress on it.
Yes.
Yeah, we excavated the whole hill, the whole site for the tiny house, and we did it with shovels and a rock bar and like grit, like
full
gumption,
on wheelbarrows,
right?
And all the kids were helping, and my mom even, and the boys moving little rocks around. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like really stoked about how it's going.
Good night, Tom. You have a good one. We definitely will. After this, I think we're gonna go cuddle up next to the wood stove and watch something. It's been a series of weeks. So,
Nice.
but have a good night. Thanks for popping by, man.
Yeah. Lots of.
So anyway, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Because I've gotten some, like for the most part, most people are like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. I think that's amazing. And then some other people have come up with different things to say about it. What are your thoughts on that as a concept?
I love it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Doris says, I love that you're building a small place for the kids. That way, no matter what happens in life, they will know they will always have a place that's their own safe place. Exactly. And that's kind of what we're thinking with it,
Yeah.
And if they like after 10 years or something, they're just like, listen, I have 2 kids of my own. I need more than a 10 by 12 space. I'm going to go use the money that I made from solving some large world problem, and I'm going to buy myself an estate. We're going to be like, awesome. You go and you have fun, and then we'll turn it into an Airbnb. Just kidding.
That's funny. Yeah, exactly. They'll go and do their own things, but they've always got a place, and while they're here, they really like to have their own space.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
Me too.
Yeah.
And we're in such a small space now that they're just bouncing off each other constantly. It's kind of like multiple families living in an apartment. You know what I mean? Like where I can hear everything that's going on over there, and they can hear everything, and I can't sleep because the other one, it's like a microcosm of a city.
It's almost like dorm rooms, because everyone's sharing the bathroom.
Yeah, that's right. It's co-ed.
That's funny. Yeah, almost homesteading. That's cool.
That is what my girls need to do. Oh, in Florida, yeah. Not in Eastern Washington on the 3rd floor. I think that is an awesome idea. Ignore the haters.
Yeah.
Always do. Yeah. And some people just brought up valid points. Like, for example, with the kids learning all of these skills and learning how to do things better, the 5th tiny house is probably going to be a lot nicer than the first tiny house, right? It's like, well, they're all going to have to be up to my quality standards,
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Let's see, if you live too close to the city, it would be a little scary, kids sneaking out and all. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a new sponsor for one of our for our videos, the Reolink camera. And so some of you guys have probably seen in our videos, we have a 40-foot old ham radio tower that I put a wind turbine on way up at the top. So we're going to put this camera up there on the wind turbine, which we're going to install tomorrow, and that video should be interesting the way that we want to make it.
Yeah.
But it's a 4K 360 degree both bevel and turn camera. So, and it'll do motion sensing and all of that stuff. So, anybody wants to sneak out or sneak in, I'm going to know about it. Because I know one or more of you are watching right now. I'm going to know about it.
That's funny.
It's a win. Worst case scenario, I have an Airbnb to use and weed.
There you go. That's funny, Gerald. Yeah.
Nice. I would love something like that when we go and visit Roy's family.
Yeah.
Hey, that's also another benefit I didn't even think about. And they go
That
off and they
is
have their families in the future. You know, it's highly unlikely that all of them will come at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, why don't we put your kids in this one and put, you know, you guys in this one? Look,
Yeah.
it's like I think it's a brilliant thing.
That'll be rad.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And then if you take a real turn and they want to just go like build houses for people in Africa or something, they'll know how to do it.
There you go.
They have mud there. They have rocks.
Perfect. Oh, and did you say about the rocket mass?
I sort of just glazed over it.
Okay.
But yeah, the way we're gonna mock it up is you walk in the front door, and right in front of the front door is the rocket mass couch. It's gonna be a rocket mass heater, but it'll be a couch, right? So that'll keep them warm in the winter. And then there'll be a little kitchenette, a little bathroom, and then a loft above the kitchen and bathroom. And it'll be 13-foot ceilings. So they'll have like a good 5-6 feet in the loft, so it won't feel like they're, you know, sleeping in an attic. I think it really, I went into my 3D program and I like laid it all out and everything just to really get an idea of what it should look like. And then we'll compare the two. Then that'll be fun.
Yes.
But they'll be little self-contained units, you know. I've been thinking about putting solar on each one, and that way they can just use their power, right? And they'll have to learn how to like manage their power and all of that stuff. But it'll have its own water catchment system, a little built-in cistern in the back that's underground, so it'll never freeze. And then they'll have their own composting toilet. And they'll have to go around collecting sticks and twigs and stuff for their rocket mass heaters. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, eye on the sky. I've been super paranoid about things since when we came back out here. We had everything that we'd ever worked for, built, or acquired stolen. And if we had this camera, we'd at least know who it was. So when I was seeking retribution, I would at least have, a picture of the person. But instead, I just have to go off of rumor and get them all.
That's funny. That is.
Not that I would ever do anything like that. So what else?
Well, let's see. So we got that started up.
Almost Homesteading says, I think they will learn a lot of life skills through this. I think so too, and not just the building and the labor and the value of $1 and all that kind of stuff, but like the more sort of meta ones, like teamwork, and pushing through an obstacle to completion. These are things that I don't think kids get taught unless they have parents who make it a point to teach it.
Or it's writing a paper about something they don't care about anyway.
Yeah. And this is going to be like, we learned about physics. We did a whole thing on physics one of the days when we were working there, and I was showing them how to move large objects, even if they're very small, which was super cool to watch them. These rocks that weigh like 250 pounds, and I'm tying a chain around it, putting that on the rock bar, showing them how to lever it out of its little place and move it on down the way, or making a I don't know what you'd call it. It's kind of like it's not a tripod. It would be a bipod.
Yeah.
And then hooking a chain up to the top of it, and then pulling the bipod and moving the rock. There's a video that I made on it that almost no one saw. It was totally worth the effort.
It was really good.
It was really good too. It was the best
Really
best video we'd made in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning all sorts of cool stuff.
Ah.
Yeah.
Danita, that's a good point. Some people don't know what a rocket mass stove is. Can you explain it? Sure. There's a type of stove which uses concepts from a type of rocket engine. And essentially what it is there is a free-flowing airflow section. There's a firebox, and then that goes up into a combustion chamber, which is made of two 55-gallon steel drums. And then there's this insulated pipe that goes up the inside of it. And so what it's doing is the little bit of fire in the firebox is converting the wood into wood gas. And that wood gas is getting sucked up into the combustion chamber, and then the sparks from the firebox are igniting it. And it sounds like a rocket engine. It's like whoo, while it's running. But you only have to run it for a little while, because one of the advantages to that is that you can run the exhaust on this thing horizontally. So you run it horizontally under a large thing. Some people put it under their floor. Some people will put it in they'll build a bed, like a bed frame out of, a lot of people use cob. We're more partial to concrete because it's more permanent. And so then you put a mattress on top of it, and that mass heats up, and it takes a long time for that warmed up mass to transfer all of its heat into the building, right? And so once you heat up a rocket mass stove, it stays hot for a long period of time, like days and days and days, So they shouldn't have to just be like getting up every couple of hours and filling up the wood stove like their dear old mom and dad did. Another benefit that I just thought of is that once all 5 of the kids have been through this process a few times, and they really know what they're doing and know how to do all the different functions, then they can build their mom and dad one. And I think that would be really nice of them.
Yes, very nice, very nice.
We'll see if that works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. You guys have a camera system like that. Awesome.
Nice. Oh, and what we're planning on doing, you mentioned people do it with the bed, is doing it as a couch. I know you mentioned that right off the bat, but
yeah, and
doing
so
it through a couch, so she'd have a support.
Right, and it would really just be the base
Like
of the couch, and then she'll have pillows and padding and all that stuff.
Yeah.
She did have some confusion as to how that was going to work. When she was asking questions, she's like, but it's not going to be very comfortable. I'm like, yeah, well, people have been sitting on concrete things since the beginning of concrete, since ancient Rome. So, you think you're better than the Romans? But then she found out that she could put padding and pillows and stuff on it, and then it made sense.
Exactly.
Lila!
Hey, Lila.
What's happening?
Welcome.
Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yeah.
We're finally back and not hacking up a lung. Yeah, and we did have a couple of good days throughout that whole thing. So we got some work done around here. We worked on the tiny house. We worked on the bathroom project. We did some stuff. We did a couple of live streams on the clock app, which, we couldn't stay on for very long on those days. We got a couple of videos done, but it was like the minimal amount. And let me tell you, the momentum that we had built up from just posting every other, most days, going live most days, and all of that stuff has just come to a screeching halt.
Yes.
I mean, like our last videos, we were getting 150 to 200,000 views on. And then once we got sick and we missed a couple of days, it's like our videos are all getting like 2,000 views, 4,000 views, and we just got to build back up the momentum, as they say, a little bit of momentum.
Yes.
So what else do we got? What else is happening?
What else is happening?
Oh, so the people that we bought the property from, the platform that we use, billyland.com, contacted us, and one of the properties that they represent out here by us, it's like maybe 2 miles away, was abandoned. And so they're hiring me to go over and completely completely clear off the property because they can't have any of the structures that were built or anything like that. So not only am I getting paid for this job, but there are two greenhouses.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell exactly what they were. But
There were 2 greenhouses. There's like a couple of big garage structures, you know, like the ones that you buy at Harbor Freight, like the tent ones. Those are awesome. We love those. There are 3 big poly tanks, right? So one of them's a 2,000 gallon tank, one of them's a 5,000 gallon tank, and then one's like a 500 gallon tank. So the 500 gallon tank we'll put up on a stand and use it as the water catchment cistern, right? So the water will just go in there immediately, and then it'll be up over all of our water implements, so we'll have water pressure automatically from it, which I'm super excited about. But then having another 2,000 and 5,000 gallon tanks, which, you know, those tanks are like a buck a gallon, right? So that's a come up. There's a little travel trailer, a bunch of firewood. Yeah. Fencing, all kinds of fun stuff. A basketball hoop. Yeah. So anyway, it's one of the many benefits of being a scrounger, right? Is that that happened, and then as a result of all of the people that have been going to Billy Land to buy their land and everything, they have paid off almost all of our property. So I think we only owe a couple thousand more, and we were basically told, don't worry about making payments anymore. So so that's exciting. So by January or February, we should actually have the property fully paid off and the deed in hand, and it will go immediately into a family trust, and that'll be that.
Yeah, which is very
Then
exciting.
and then it will never be able to be taken away.
Yes. Yeah.
We will have done it.
We will have done it.
Look what we continue to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, rocket mass ovens are awesome. They are awesome. I've always wanted to build one, but we've never had the right structure for building one. You need a solid foundation, like a concrete slab, right? Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Yeah, that's right. I thought the one that we did today was going to be the one that kind of kicked things back in, because it was really good. Especially in the beginning.
It was fun.
I'll post it here on YouTube tomorrow. So definitely check it out and let me know what you think about it. Really just the beginning 20-30 seconds is like my favorite part of it. But it's up on the Clock app if you want to check it out, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is
it's
amazing.
fun.
Excuse me. Danita, I saw them build a rocket stove on on Live Free or Die. Yeah, I watch all those kinds of shows. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I need to like look at some of those shows. I don't know. I've always looked at those and gone like, oh, I would crush one of those competitions. Like, but I bet you there's some pretty ingenious folks out there that are solving different kinds of problems.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the 2 IBC totes. One of the IBC tote that's on this property I'm going to clean up will be, that's what I was going to buy to do the biodigester, was an IBC tote.
Oh, yeah.
And so we can use one of those for that, which will be amazing.
So I'm super excited about those.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Biodigester, finally get off of propane. We won't have to buy propane ever again. Because we will make our own methane.
So great.
And not just the methane that I already make.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. That's pretty great.
Anyhow, what else do we got?
Yeah, let's see.
So many other things that have happened. Oh, you went to
Oh, yeah.
you took the kids here. Tell them all about that.
Yeah, well, I took the kids to some fun things that I found were happening. I used to teach music, and one of my students that I taught vocals and guitar to was performing at the local college. So I was like, all right, I gotta take the kids to this. So we went and saw a choir performance that had a jazz group and a kids group and a community choir, and they loved it. They loved it so much that when I found out they were doing an orchestra performance a couple days later, we all went to that too. I brought our two oldest that are 12 and 14 to the choir one, and then I took them again, and my mom and my our 9-year-old to the orchestra, and I mean, they loved it. Like Phoenix, our 9-year-old, she's just like
She's
bebop the whole time.
And she's the one that likes to go to town when I go to town, because then she can listen to country music, which, just is not the thing to listen to for all of the other kids.
She likes to plug in her stuff, and we listen to whatever she's got on her tablet when it's just her and I. Otherwise, the older girls generally kind of rotate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She likes country.
It's real nice.
She does. But yeah, they loved it, and it was very enriching. It was fun.
Extracurricular, even. You could even call it extracurricular.
It was, but I think it's just super cool and important to take advantage of those types of opportunities when they become available, especially when they're free.
And
then I just really don't want to not go. Don't want to not go if it's free, especially if I want to go anyway.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So now, who did you text today? Who were you texting today?
Oh, well, today I was texting a martial arts place that's not too far from here, and they do jujitsu for all ages. So I was finding out cost and classes and all this sort of stuff for the little guys and the older ones, and we'll just see, because they do have a family package where we could all go. And he did jujitsu. He did jujitsu a while back, and I got to go to one of the clinics. It was so fun. I used to really enjoy watching the MMA stuff and the grappling. So, yeah, that's something they would love to do, and I would love to take them to.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
Maybe I could stop being potato shaped and begin being French fry shaped.
I mean,
I'm sure it'll be like,
you could, but
it'll be crinkle cut French fry. But
yeah. I say we gotta get a little more fit first.
Yeah.
We're gonna get hip tossed and be like, I can't walk for the next month.
That happened. That's why I stopped doing jujitsu.
Oh, that's right.
That is exactly
That's
why.
right. I thought it was you.
I got hip tossed. No, I got hip tossed and landed on my rib and my sternum. One side of my breastplate went under.
Yeah.
And it messed things up real bad.
Right.
No good.
Right.
And so 6 weeks I was walking around
I do remember that.
Yeah. I was well, I got a family to take care of. I guess can't do this anymore. But now, I got the knees that make all kinds of noises, and the ankles that sing harmony, and the hips that don't work half the time, and the lower back.
I would love to do it.
I'm sure it would be fine.
I think it'd be great.
I'm sure it'd be fine. I learned Schnicke.
Schnicke.
Schnicke. Yeah. Do some rubber guard. I might be past rubber guard at this point. Let's see what we got here in the. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Take the kids, and I can push them around and not feel bad. They can fight back.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the show Alone. So interesting to see the systems people make to live life comfortably.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be living it up in that sort of a situation where all you have is a machete.
Boom.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think I'd be doing it for real.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool.
And people would be like, wait a second.
It's been
Isn't he supposed to like be
years.
freaking out?
Yeah, it's been years since I've watched shows that have to do with like off grid and
Yeah.
and
Methane.
well, people doing it themselves, and it's just maybe it's changed since I watched them. They were just so highly produced that it was like it felt very ingenuine, or they picked the stupidest people for pure entertainment, and you're like, oh my, ugh, I can't even watch it because you're like, how could you? That's not even real. How? Why?
I even had one of my friends on the Clock app was on the show Doomsday Prepper, and he like did this whole series of videos because they made him look so foolish, and he's actually a really smart guy.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's like all about the raising rabbits and hostile hair homestead, and they made him look so foolish, and he just like told the whole story about, well, I actually said this, but what aired was this, and
Yes.
that's why we had been approached by a couple of different shows back in the past, or production companies looking to make a show, and after much deliberation, we ended up just turning everything down because we wanted to be the ones in control of telling our story, because we don't need any help making ourselves look foolish. All right, it comes to me naturally. I don't need any help from these people.
That is, yeah.
Lila says, sorry to hear y'all were sick. Been okay here, pegging along, getting shit done.
Nice.
That's the way to do
Good
it.
for you.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the greenhouse. There's a bunch of lumber, fencing material. There's all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah. I'm looking forward
It's
to
too bad it's not connected to our property, because we could just be like, hey,
that.
why don't you just just turn it over to us and keep paying for it like you have been, and you know,
Exactly.
since we're coming to an end on that.
Exactly, but it's
I want to try jiu-jitsu, become a ninja.
I'm a ninja.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is awesome.
It is. It's very practical.
I mean, I got beat
Defensively.
up by way smaller people than me in jiu-jitsu. It's effective.
It's effective. Yep.
Let's see, there was a guy on Alone who was like you in personality. He was very driven to keep himself sane by trying every day to work on new systems to make his life better.
Oh, that's cool.
That's our mantra,
Nice.
right? And that's what you have to do. And every step forward that you take is a win, and you celebrate it. And that's the trick. Like, that's the entire trick. You celebrate it. You like, oh, I just figured out how to make a shower. You get in there and you take a shower, right? I don't care if you have to bring a propane heater in because you haven't worked out heat in the bathroom yet. That small victory of having the shower out there is something that must be celebrated.
Definitely.
And this hand motion, I'm not sure what that is, but it means celebration.
Celebration.
That is so sad when the people who should be trying to help make you look bad. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, I don't need any help with that.
Yeah.
I'm a master mistake maker.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, what do you say?
I
You
am.
ready to get curled up by the wood stove?
I have some tea.
Have some tea.
Maybe put on a Christmas movie. No one in this house likes Christmas movies or shows. Guess who does?
She's the world's tallest elf.
Come on.
And for me,
It's only once a year.
plans make the best kindling.
I don't know.
And also attract lint.
I just, like, I don't know why our family just never really did, like, we always had a tree and we celebrated Christmas, but there was never, like, a lot of decoration. Like, it just, I don't know, I want to, like, create that experience. Maybe I just want it myself. It's
I'll watch
okay.
Christmas movies with you. You want to watch Die Hard? It's a Christmas movie.
That's funny. That's funny.
We could get all the kids saying yippee-ki-yay.
Oh. I like action movies.
It's a Christmas
But I
movie.
have never seen Die Hard.
Oh.
I
Well,
won't say it very loudly though.
yeah. Let's do that then.
No.
It is a
I
Christmas
don't wanna watch
movie.
it. I don't.
What are you talking about?
I don't know that I'm in the mood for a bang, bang, bang.
Right?
My head is starting to like.
The walls are closing in.
My
The
head is
hand motion, yeah, right? Celebration.
Celebrate.
I think Gardening Warrior Q asked about the storage, clearing out the storage unit earlier.
It's hit or miss.
Yeah, super miss. Recently, it's been super miss.
Super miss.
Yeah. When we finish off the room that connects the bathroom to the house, then we'll just open the door that's in between there, and then the wood stove heat from the house will travel through the whole thing. But for the time being, I think I'm supposed to contact that Vivor company about having them send us one for a review, one of their diesel heaters, which are pretty cool. So that's one option. I could do a propane heat out there, or I could just do a another wood stove in the mudroom that connects the two. That might actually be the best way to go, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. I fly by the seat of my pants. I don't follow the rules. You know?
Yeah, well, you know,
I'm a loose cannon.
Once it's real nice and, you know, we've got all the insulation in and everything is closed up at the tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we did put one of those little wood stoves in there, it'd
It'd be fine.
Yeah, it'd probably be like once a day, like throw something in there in the evening, you know, and then.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you're right.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, National Lampoon's Christmas
Oh,
Vacation.
that's a fun one.
We could watch
I
that.
haven't seen that in a while.
I haven't
Although,
seen that either.
We
Uncle
did
Eddie.
always watch. Yeah, that would be a fun one. We did always watch like.
I've always been partial to if we're
Christmas
talking about National Lampoon's movies. Always been, you know, partial to Vegas Vacation, but that's for, you know, for good reason.
Great. Excellent.
Yeah, it's good.
Excellent.
So anyhow, I think we're gonna go and do that. Make ourselves some tea, climb into bed next to the wood stove, and just be all cozy. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'm so glad we made it back this week and got to hang out with you guys and talk and chit chat and do all of that stuff. Oh yeah, you got to watch Vegas Vacation. It's a good one. A friend of ours is in it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh,
thank you for coming to our sTEaD talk.
Yeah,
And
thanks for hanging out.
let's like, you know, stay in contact. Check out the video that I'm going to post tomorrow. And if you guys could do me a favor, I'm really trying to grow the YouTube channel to kind of catch it up with the clock app, which is going to be, you know, a while. I think we're up to 182,000 follows on the clock app.
Wow.
But we're up to 1,800 here with only 2,000 watch hours in the live. I don't even know how that's possible. So if you guys check out our videos, be sure to comment and like and do all of those things. Share them with people if you would, because that really tricks the algorithm into thinking that we know what we're doing making videos. So we would really appreciate that. And if you are on the clock app, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, we'll have a live between 2 and 3 o'clock Pacific time, and we'll be putting out more videos as well there. So you can come and hang out with us there as well. So,
Yeah.
let's see, anything else?
Well, let's see. What's next week's in 7 days, the 20th?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So we'll see you once more before Christmas.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
it'll be very festive. I guarantee it. Because I can't stop her from being festive. Grinch has tried to steal Christmas on multiple occasions, but that's
There
it.
we go. There we go.